Hi, welcome to Mountain Vista. We're the first grade team. My name is Erin Salee.
I'm Mr. Palumbo.
I'm Mrs. Lagon.
I'm Mrs. Stordo.
And I'm Mrs. Luna, and we get to tell you guys a little bit about first grade now. The entire first grade team, we would like to tell you how excited we are to welcome your children into first grade. As first grade teachers, we love this year of our 6 and 7-year-olds mostly are in that window, and just the developmental milestones that they're going to experience this year. And we can't wait to share that with your family. So let's dive in. Taking a look at our daily schedule today, and at any point in this presentation, if you need to hit pause, take a moment to check out the screen a little bit longer and read some of the details, feel free to do that. The biggest points of this daily schedule mostly is you'll see a bulk of our learning happens before 11 a.m. Being at school on time and present through 11 a.m. is crucial to your students' growth. We then go to lunch, and after lunch, we will do math and specials and social studies and science. If you guys need appointments during the day, like visiting the dentist, doing that from 11 to 12 o'clock is a really great option while they're out at lunch, or anytime after 11 o'clock through the afternoon. Also, please note that during the week, we dismiss at 2:45. As first grade, we try to sneak out just a couple minutes early just to keep our little guys safe in the big crowd. But additionally, remember, every single Wednesday of the school year, there's early release at 1:45. Next up is our communication folder. You will see an orange folder, Come Home with Your Child, beginning on the very first day of school. Everything from your child's day of learning and any important notes, information, community events will be found in the orange folder. If there's anything important you need to return to us as teachers, go ahead and send it in that orange folder and train your child. Say, hey, don't forget there's something in there for your teacher today, and they can deliver it to us when they arrive in the morning. At Mountain Vista, we have a really big focus on positive behaviors in the classroom. We refer to this all throughout the school as our STOMP behaviors. STOMP is an acronym for safety, trustworthiness, ownership, motivation, and positivity. We as a staff value those behaviors in our students, and we try to celebrate them as often as possible. In first grade, we use a color chart that looks like this posted in the classroom. Your child will have a clip on the color chart that they'll get to move up and down according to their behaviors. Every child begins their day on green, meaning they're ready to learn and they're ready for a great day. Green days all day long are great days. We celebrate that, and we want you to also. But if we see even better behavior, extra special behavior, we will recognize your child by asking them to clip up to blue, purple, or even mammoth. On the flip side of that, if they're needing a few reminders throughout the day and so there's some inconsistent behaviors, we might have them clip down to yellow or even red. The important part about this is at the end of each day, as you're driving home from school or sitting around the dinner table together, ask your child how their day was. Ask what color STOMP behavior they were on today. If they say green, blue, purple, or mammoth, celebrate that, please. If they say yellow or red, maybe have a conversation about that. Troubleshoot and problem solve how we could reinforce the behavior to improve for the next day. If you do not hear from the teacher about behavior, just assume no news is good news. We will try to make contact if there's some consistent yellow behaviors in a row. We will make contact if it's a red kind of day, but we will not always make contact regarding yellow or red behavior days. This is just another description of how those colored days are described. In addition to the STOMP behaviors is earning a STOMP stamp. This is a little card that your child can earn for exemplary behavior. This is a school-wide reward that students will earn K through 5 here at Mountain Vista. When they earn a STOMP stamp, we celebrate this in front of the class. We send it down to the front office, and they have an opportunity for their name to be drawn and announced over the intercom of the school on Fridays. If you see your child come home with a copy of this STOMP stamp or a sticker on their shirt about a STOMP stamp, celebrate it big time. That might be the opportunity that they earn a trip to the ice cream shop or a bubble bath tonight or something really special. In addition to the clip charts Every teacher in first grade also has other methods of rewarding the students. Individual reward opportunities are presented, such as treasure box or treasure box reward, as well as whole class rewards like marble jars to earn whole class parties for great behavior. Now into the learning. What's your child going to learn this year in first grade? Reading. Your child is going to become a reader in first grade. We teach them reading by sharing read aloud text together, during which lots of comprehension and thinking is taking place. We will also do guided instruction with your child at their reading level. This may be one-on-one, two-on-one, or a small group with the teacher. They also have lots of opportunities to practice independent reading and building their reading stamina, as well as interacting with their reading texts in different ways, responding to their reading, writing about books, and working with words and letters from text. It is important during first grade that you not only support your reader to decode words and read their text accurately, but also to enforce fluency. We want them to read and sound like an expert reader, maybe even like a teacher reader. We want them to grow their vocabulary. Anytime there's amazing words in text, stop, take a minute, define it, and explain those words together, and really develop their comprehension. They're thinking about text. Be sure your child can always retell the details of fiction text and nonfiction text after reading. Your child will also become a writer this year. During writing, we're going to focus on writing personal narrative stories. That's just basically stories from their own lives. Nonfiction text, which we like to refer to as expert text. What is your child a true expert, and what do they know all about so that they can teach everybody else? And also opinion texts and persuasive texts. You're welcome in advance for teaching your child how to persuade you maybe that they should get a dog or what toys they want for Christmas. We also spend time every day studying words. This is our phonics and spelling and vocabulary instruction. This is when we work with letters, sounds, and sentences and the meaning of words to really develop your learner as a word master. We will also do math instruction every day. There is daily direct instruction to the whole class. There's also an investigation opportunity during the day for your child to work alone or in small groups to explore math tools and to implement some of their key skills. Science is taught periodically through the year. These are 3 big science units of the year. Pebble, Sand, and Silt is a great rocks unit that kids just love rocks. Solids and liquids to teach about matter. And then we'll start the school year teaching about plants and insects and living things. Be sure to ask your child about the bugs and plants that were growing in class. We also have various social studies units throughout the year that are based on the Colorado state standards. We love to develop a growth mindset in our learners, so we'll be discussing how their brains can grow and learn new things, as well as how to be a team member and a community member and incorporating that to our STOMP behaviors here at school. We also get to teach them a lot about our nation and national symbols and leaders. We will learn some map skills, and one of our favorite units is this winter when we teach about some winter traditions from around the world. So homework is certainly something we hope to have family support on this year. Homework will be assigned every Monday. It'll be a light blue cover sheet that's sent home in your orange folder on Mondays. Please check the cover sheet each Monday and pull out the corresponding pages from the Math Home Connections book. These corresponding pages can be stapled to the back of the cover sheet and returned any day before Friday. We recommend that you do follow the pacing and the days of the pages listed on the cover sheet, because if you get ahead of the sheets that are assigned, the lesson just might be too challenging for them until it's been taught in class and then practiced later that evening at home. If you do misplace your Home Connections book at some point this school year, there will be a $5 repurchasing fee, and you can just shoot us an email to let us know you need a new one. In addition, we do expect your family, your student, to read at least 10 minutes every single night at home. This can look like you reading to them. It's always a great opportunity for them to be listening to a fluent reader as a model, but we also want them having opportunities to read books at their level to practice their own decoding and comprehension. On this screen, it's all about the mycherrycreekschools.org page that you guys used to register your child. Please know throughout the year that we will expect you to access My Cherry Creek Schools and the Schoology tile within there from your parent account, and your student may also need to access their account using their student credentials. We'll continue to support you with technology throughout the year as needed, but we would really like you to be familiar with the mycherrycreekschools.org page and potentially Schoology, especially for messages. The first grade teachers do all emailing and messages through Schoology. Couple last miscellaneous details. Birthdays. We love celebrating birthdays in first grade. We know how important it is to you and your child, and we would love to honor that. If you'd like to send in treats, please be sure that they are store-bought and that they're easy for the teachers to distribute, especially individual packages or anything that can reduce the germs. Attendance, if your child is going to be absent for the day, please call the front office to notify them in advance. And snacks. We will have 2 opportunities during our first grade day for your child to eat some healthy snacks. The healthier, the better, to help their bodies and brains keep growing and keep up with the demands of the classroom. Also, water bottles. We would love for those to be sent into the classroom, again, to help them get through the day. Any of that labeled would also be helpful, please. So thank you so much for taking some time to listen tonight. If you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, comments, we would love to help you out Thursday evening. Go ahead and sign up using the sign up links provided and stop on in the classroom if you need a little bit of extra help with any of these questions. But we're really looking forward to the year with you and your child, and we cannot wait to share in the growth together.